Hi, it's Michelle. Today we're going to do a quick little Pilates workout, and we're going to use a few props in the beginning and in the end. So all you're going to need is a circle if you have it. If you don't, you can use a block or even a pillow. And for the end, we'll use the circle again, or a yoga strap, or a towel if you don't have either one of those. So let's get started. And remember, if anything doesn't feel good, make sure you stop. We can always modify. Let's start by lying down, and we're going to find our neutral spine. So feet are going to be hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. Relax your shoulders down your back. And all I want you to do is place your hands on your hip points, and then you're going to tuck that pelvis, just like it's a bucket trying to pour some water out, and then tilt it to the opposite direction. Doing that 2 more times. Tuck that pelvis. And 1 more time. And then we're going to find our neutral spine by coming midway in between those two. And then extend your legs nice and long, bringing your arms over your head. If you have any shoulder issues, you can always bring them a little bit down further or even down by your sides. We're going to find that neutral spine, anchor through your hips, and then reaching long through your left toes and your left arm, finding the ribs and hips pulling away from each other, and then the right arm and the right toes, lengthening that spine. 1 more time. Both fingers, both toes elongate, keeping your neutral spine. And then swinging your hands around, placing them on your rib cage, inhaling, and then exhaling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling. 1 more time. Feel the ribs open out to the side as you inhale. Exhale, closing in, targeting those deep abdominal muscles. We're going to use that breath to initiate all of our movements. We're going to take our feet, again, plant them on the floor. You're going to grab either your ring, your block, or your pillow. Place the ring in between your thighs. Hands are going to come down to the floor. Again, relax your shoulders down your back, finding that neutral spine. Inhale, and then exhale. Press through those heels. Lift those hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing that ring just a tiny bit. Inhale, relaxing all the way back down. Exhaling. Inhale to lower. As you exhale up, find the engagement of those inner thighs linking to that pelvic floor, keeping that low back in neutral. So make sure that you're lifting through your hips and not pressing through your low back. Keep the weight on your shoulder and use that breath to engage those abs. 1 more. And then come all the way down. You're going to bring those knees up into your tabletop position. Knees in line with the hips, and then knees in line with the toes. Bringing your palms so the fingers are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, press the palms down by the hips and squeeze that ring as you float your head, neck, and shoulders up into that curl. Inhale, relaxing the head, taking the fingers towards the ceiling. Exhaling. Inhale, lower. Exhaling. Inhale to lower. Make sure you're leading with the palms, then you're raising that head up into that slight curl. Again, finding that connection as you squeeze on that ring, the block, or your pillow, finding the connection to your inner thighs, to that pelvic floor. Taking your time. Last 2. And last 1. Inhale, release, come on down, and just shake your head side to side. We're going to move on to some hundreds. We're going to keep that block or ring where it is. We're going to keep our knees bent. And as you do your exhales, remember to squeeze that ring. So come up, arms are going to be long, shoulders are relaxed. And you're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, squeeze, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, we're halfway. Exhaling. Inhale, make sure you're keeping that head nice and light. Inhale, last 3 breaths right here. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on down. Take that ring out. Just place it to the side. Give yourself a little hug here. Again, take that neck side to side. And then we're going to go back, knees in tabletop. This time we're going to take our heels together and our toes out. So a little bit more of a froggy position. Start with that head down. Palms are going to start extended back up again. Inhale to lengthen, exhale. Lengthen the legs as you press those palms down by your hips. Inhale, bending back to about that 90-degree angle. Again, keep that head nice and light. The spine is long. Really press those inner thighs together as you lengthen back up. Last 2. And last 1. Bring those knees in. Again, relax. So for this next one, I'm going to show you 3 different options. Do the one that is challenging, but you can do with a good form. So if you're having a hard time with the curl, you can bring your knees up and do one leg at a time. Or bring those hands to those hips, 2 legs, knees bent, or take those legs straight up. So find whichever option is best for you. So come up into your curl, and then inhale down, exhale, inhaling down. As you lower, make sure you're not flaring at the ribs. Inhale, and only go as low as you can while keeping that nice neutral spine. Last 3, and 2, last 1. Bring those legs up and just take a little happy baby here, just for a quick little rest. And then we're going to take those legs back out long for some abduction to adduction. Again, if you want to keep your head down, you're going to take those legs straight up towards the ceiling. If you can come up into that curl, you're going to lower your legs down, heels together, toes out. Inhale out, pointing the toes. Exhale, flex as you bring them back in. Inhaling. Exhale. Again, keeping your neutral spine. Using that breath to engage those abs. 3, and 2. Last 1. All right. Let's roll forward and back a few times. And then make your way up to a seated position so we can roll on over so that we're in a tabletop position. We're going to get into some glute work. So come onto all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to start with just a little leg lift. So you're going to extend that right leg back. Keep both hips square towards the floor. Press the palms into the floor, pressing the chest away. On your inhale, lengthen through that leg. Exhale. Inhale down. So this is not a very big movement, so you don't have to reach the toes up towards the ceiling. You want to think about extending them towards the back wall instead. Engaging the glutes at the top. 3, and 2, and hold that leg up. Flex that foot as you bring the heel in towards the glutes. Point the toes, extend and lengthen. Exhaling. Inhale. Getting a little bit more into those hamstrings as well. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Bring that leg out long, take it to a little bit of a diagonal this time. Walk those hands over to the left just an inch or two, and then exhale. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down, and we'll switch to the other side. Come back to all fours. Press the floor away, shoulders are relaxed. Taking that left leg long, square those hips. Start to engage through that core, and then exhale. 4 more, 3, 2, hold it at the top. Flex the foot as you bend it in towards your glutes. Inhale, extend. Last 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg long. Take it out to a little bit of a diagonal. Walk those hands over just a tiny bit to the side, and then exhale. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee back in. Just into a child's pose real quickly so you can come off those wrists. Maybe roll them around a little bit, and then we are going to come all the way down to the floor. For this one, you're going to bring your hands right on top of each other. You're going to place your forehead right on top of those hands. I want you to think about anchoring through those hips. Feet are going to stay on the floor for now, and then lifting that belly up away from the floor. I want you to think about shoulders, chest, neck, and head coming up. Keep that low back anchored down. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale down. Exhaling. Inhaling. So right now, we're really working on the thoracic spine. Last one. And come all the way down. We're going to do the same thing, except this time we're going to extend the arms. And if you have shoulder issues, you can always bring those arms down a little bit further towards your body. So, looking down towards the floor, you're going to inhale, exhale, pull those elbows back towards those ribs. Inhale, lower and lengthen. Exhaling. Really use your breath to come on up. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Come all the way down. Opposite arm, opposite leg, same thing. So one arm, one leg at a time. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale, lower, right arm, left leg. Pulling that elbow towards that rib, squeezing into the lats. Lengthening from that hip all the way out through those toes. Making sure your gaze is forward, so your head's not too far up or too far down. Last 2 each side. Reaching long through those toes. 1 more. And then again, press yourself back into a little child's pose. Reaching long through that spine. And here we're going to go from a child's pose into a knee push-up. So I want you to think about your body as a wave. So you're going to start from your hips, roll through that spine, coming into your knee plank position, lowering down into your push-up, coming back into your child's pose from a roll. So starting in your child's pose, lift your hips up, roll through that spine, inhaling down, exhale, rolling through that spine again, all the way down, hips to heels, inhaling, Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale down. When you come into that push-up position, make sure your fingers are pointing forward, elbows close to the body. Really targeting those triceps. Two more. Last one. And then again, just sit into that child's pose. And then you're going to take your right arm and just needle it through. Coming back through the center, reaching through the other side. And then come back in. So now we're going to work on a little bit of hips and glutes. So for the last part of this, we're going to use our strap or a towel or our circle. So make sure that you have that available. We're going to start now by lying nice and long on our sides, making sure that your hips are stacked. Your head is going to be in a nice neutral position, and think about the ribs and hips lengthening away from each other. Make sure that you're thinking about your lower body and your torso almost being two separate items here. Take those toes, top toes, you're going to turn it so it's externally rotated. Inhaling up, flex. Exhale, point down. Inhale up. Exhaling. Again, just focus on your breath to help keep everything stable here. So as you're lifting and lowering that leg, your torso is not shifting. Reaching through that heel. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Bring that leg down. Take it neutral again, making sure it's shooting right out of that hip. And we're going to take that forward. Bring it, flex, point, coming back. Inhale. Exhale. These are tough, and after a while, you might want to do a little bit of that. Try and keep that leg in the same plane the whole time, so it's not lifting or lowering. Last 3. 2. Last 1. And then we're going to bring that leg forward, point those toes. Little tiny circles right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg back. And we're going to just switch sides and do the same thing. So again, start nice and long. Bring those legs to a little bit of a diagonal in front of you. Stacking your hips, creating some length in that waist. Starting with that leg lift. Turn those toes out. If you need to, you can always put a little hand here for some support. Inhale. Exhale. Use that breath to really help stabilize you through this movement. Reach through those toes. Flex that foot to get a little stretch. You have 2 more. Last 1. Swing that leg forward. Point those toes back. Inhaling. Make sure as you press that leg back, you're not going so far that you're arching. Last 4, and then on to those circles. 3, and 2, and last 1, and then bring that leg forward. Tiny little circles here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And bring that leg back. You should be feeling it right now. So we're gonna get some stretch to end the session. So grab a towel, your strap, or your ring. We'll start with our left leg. So keep that right leg bent and the foot on the floor. Take your strap and just place it over your foot, taking that left leg long towards the ceiling. What I want you to think about is keeping your hips even. So make sure you press that hip down towards the wall and also towards the floor. Flex the toes so that they're pointing down towards your torso. Reach through the heel. Use that breath. And when you start to feel it release, maybe take it a little bit deeper. One more. And with that right leg, you're going to drop that bent knee out to the side. You're going to take that left leg out to the side as well. Keep both hips anchored, pointing towards the ceiling. So it's not about how far you can go over. You want to keep both hips square. And again, pull towards your shoulder if you have it. Using that breath, keeping the length in that waist. One more breath. Take that leg back up towards the center. You're going to extend your right leg now. Take the strap or the circle in your opposite hand to that right hand. This, again, is a very, very small movement. Put your left hand in your hip crease. Press that hip down towards the wall. Keep the hip anchored to the floor. This might be enough. If you feel like you can go a little bit more, you're just going to cross the body a tiny, tiny bit. You're not going to go very far. And breathe. Inhaling. And exhale. Keep the foot flexed. One more breath. And then bring it back. And we're going to take and switch sides. That left leg should feel a little bit longer than the right. Bring that left leg so it's in that bent position. Take that ring so it's right over that foot, reaching towards the ceiling, toes to the floor, heel towards the ceiling. Again, anchoring through that hip. Inhaling. Exhale. And just whenever you do these single-sided things, just pay attention to how each side feels. And one might feel completely different from the other, and that's totally normal. And then take that left knee out to the side. Drop your right leg out to the side, keeping both hips anchored down and even. Nice long waist. Exhaling. Inhale, bringing it back through the center. Again, this time you're going to extend that left leg long. Switch hands, place the right hand into that hip crease, press it towards the wall while anchoring it towards the floor. Again, if this feels good already, stay where you are. Otherwise, toes flexed. Take that leg across the body. And last breath. And then come back to the center. Take that ring off. Lower that leg with control all the way to the floor. Take a moment here just to allow your body to kind of melt back into the floor, not focusing on your breath. And see if your body feels any different than it did from the beginning of the session. And just kind of scan through your body head to toe. And then pull your knees into your chest. Roll forward and back a few times. Coming up to a seated position. And sitting up nice and tall, finding that position that is most comfortable for you. Close your eyes for a moment. and take a little time now to think of something in which you are grateful for. And don't forget to thank yourself as well for taking time out of your day to come work out with me, maybe get a little sweaty, maybe start to feel some of those muscles again. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you'll do it again. Thank you. Take care.